Welcome to week number 3 on our stitch along, and together we're going to be doing 6 of these hexagon motifs with this flower here that is part of the stitch work that is done at the end. So what we need to do is create a foundation base just like you see, and then we're going to add the flower afterward. There's a total of 6 of these particular motifs in order to make it work, and when we look at our stitch diagram you can see where they're all being placed in order to create some really cool stuff. So we're going to begin our journey, and we're going to start right away, and let's get our first color up and let's play. So let's begin. Just look at the pattern for the color breakdown, and you're going to start with a slip knot on the hook, and we are going to chain a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch to the beginning chain and pull through to form the center ring. When you do round number 1, wrap the straggler or the tail end around the ring so it gets trapped underneath. And let's begin round number 1. Round number 1, we're going to chain up 3, which will count as your first double crochet, and we're going to add 11 double crochets into the center of this ring. So make sure you go right up over top of that loose end in order to keep it so it doesn't fall out and you don't need to weave it in later. So I would count the chain 3 as 1, 2, 3, so you need a total of 12. So with the chain 3 and 11 double crochets, it gives you the number 12. So please do this all the way around, and I will be back in just a moment. When you come all the way around, the chain 3 plus 11 double crochets gives you a total count of 12. Verify it, make sure it's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip stitch to the beginning, the top of the beginning chain 3, and this is it for this color. So what I'm going to do is just fasten off, and the best way to do this, and I'll show it only one time in today's video, is that you're just going to pull through, turn it to the back side of the work, and grab a tapestry needle and just put it through the needle and weave it in. So any kind of loose ends for your project, this is what you'll do. So on the back side here, just weave it through. Just don't go between the strands, just go and try to get some plies as well, and that really helps it to get stuck. And when you pull the first one through, don't pull it so tight that it changes the shape of your circle. Okay, so that was the second time, and we're just going to do it one more time just to make sure it stays. So if you use a crochet hook in order to weave in your ends, things fall out. I did that in the beginning of my crochet journey and everything always fell out. So it's a neat way to do it. And if you went over top of the tail end like I did, you can safely cut that too. And now you have the center ring or the center circle of round number 1 done. Let's begin round number 2 with whatever color that you're deciding to use. And what we want to do is we want to look for where the join is, and this is where it is, and I want to use the back loop only. So just going into the back loop, attach, then chain 3, that counts as a double crochet, and in the same back loop only, just double crochet. So moving in the back loops only, start in the next one, just double crochet 2 times in each of the stitches going around. So you'll have 12 groups of 2, which gives you a total count of 24 double crochets. So please do this around for round number 2. When you get around on round 2, you're going to have 12 groups of 2, and then you're just going to slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. And now let's move on to round number 3. Let's begin round number 3. We're going to start off by chaining 1, and you will put in a single crochet in the same join, in the same stitch as the join. You're now going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to skip then the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2, and 3, and go to the 4th and single crochet in. You're going to do this all the way around. So chain 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 3, and go to the 4th. So please do this all the way around for round number 3. When you come back around, don't forget to chain 6 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip the last 3, and just slip stitch to the beginning like that. And let's begin round number 4. Round number 4, we're going to slip stitch to the next chain 6 space. So slip stitch over to get us there, and then you're going to chain 1 and apply a single crochet into that space. Now you're going to do a half double crochet and then 4 double crochets. So we'll count these together. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're not done. We're going to apply a half double crochet. If you're running out of space, just pull it. So apply a half double crochet and then a single crochet. So we're going to do a whole clean petal. So just jump to your next petal. You'll start off with a single and then a half and then 4 doubles. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a half, and then a single. So I need you to do that in each of the chain 6 spaces all the way around for round number 4. When you come around to number 4, you finished off the entire petal, and you were just going to slip stitch to the first single crochet that you started with over here. And now let's move on to round number 5. I've come near to the end of the tutorial, but I want to show you something. So I made a mistake right here on round number 5. This should be in the back loop only when we're doing these double crochets here. And because of that, I'm not able to do this flower section. So I have to rip this out and then show you the proper way to do number 5. And that's coming up next. So let's begin round number 5 the proper way. So if you're changing color, which some of them you're not, but if you are, you're just going to start with the first single crochet. And when you join this, what you need to do is go into the back loop only and just put it there and attach. And then I need you to chain a total of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now come into the first 2 double crochet right here. So it's in the middle of the petal, and just slip stitch into each of those. And then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to come into these 2 single crochets and you're going to use the back loop only. That's what I did not do before, because we need those front loops to be free to make the flower at the end. So you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 2 double crochets that are in the center of the petal, you are going to slip stitch in each and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put 1 double crochet into each of the back loops of the 2 middle single crochets. Please do this around for number 5. I'm coming around to number 5, so I'm going to chain 4, and then I'm going to put in a back loop only. The stitch before it is going to be a double crochet, and then I'm going to attach it to the 3rd chain up of the beginning chain 7. So what's going to happen now is that you're going to move on to the remaining of it. Now you'll see the center is looking slightly different in these spots, and I just want to be transparent with you. That's because I made an error, but the rest of this tutorial on the stitch work on how to get to the end is absolutely accurate. So let's carry on now to round number 6. When you come back around, you're just going to chain 4, and then you got to double crochet into the one just before you did the attaching. And then you were going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain up of the beginning. So we chained 7, so the first 3 is considered the first double crochet. And that was round number 5. So I would weave in your ends when you have an opportunity, and let's move on to round number 6. Let's begin round number 6. You're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come into the space before these 2, and you're just going to double crochet. And then you're going to double crochet the 2 middle ones here. Those are the slip stitches. And then you're going to double crochet into the space right after, right there. So you got a total of 4 double crochets in a row. chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet into your next double crochet. And we're going to do a repeat going around. So double crochet in the next one, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet into the space, 1 double crochet in each of the slip stitches, and then 1 double crochet into the next space here. So, and then chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then double crochet into the next double crochet. Please do this all the way around for round number 6. I'm coming back around. I've chained 4 after this section here, and I'm going to double crochet into the last double crochet that exists, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain up of the beginning chain 7. And that was round number 6. Round number 7, you're going to chain 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to the space before the 4 double crochet are in, and you were going to double crochet there. And then you're going to double crochet in each of the 4 double crochet that are here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to go into the space after that group with the double crochet. You're then going to chain 4, and then put a double crochet each in these 2. So to start again, you're going to chain 4, come to the space before the grouping of 4 here, go right into the space, 1 into each of the 4. And then 1 into the space after. And then chain 4, and then put 2 in here, and repeat that all the way around for round number 7. I'm coming around on number 7. Don't forget to chain 4 before you get to your last double crochet, and put in a double crochet there and slip stitch it to the 3rd chain up. Okay, let's move on to round number 8. Round number 8, we're going to chain 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to double crochet into the space, and then 1 into each of the 6 that you have here. So just double crochet 1 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You probably don't need to count that. You just got to put 1 into every one, and then put 1 into the space after it. Chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then double crochet into these 2, and then start again. So you'll chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet into the space, 1 into each of these, 1 into the space after, chain 4, and then 2 into there, and continue that around for round number 8. Whipping around on number 8, you're going to chain your 4 before putting in your last double crochet in, and then you'll slip stitch to the 3rd chain up to complete that round. Let's move on to round number 9. Let's begin round number 9. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Come into the space before the group. So put 1 into the space, and then put 1 into each one of these that are here. And then you'll put 1 into the space after that group, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put 2 into each, put 2 into both of these. One, 2, 3, 4, and then put 1 into each of these 2, and 1 double crochet. And you need to repeat that around, so you'll chain 4 to start, 1 in the space, 1 into each of these, 1 into the space, chain 4, and then 1 each to these 2. Please do this around for round number 9. Finishing up round number 9, you're going to chain 4 and then double crochet into the last double crochet that was available and slip stitch it to the 3rd chain up. Let's begin round number 10. Round number 10, we're only going to chain 6 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to put in 2 double crochet into the space before all of this, and we'll put 2 into there, and then 1 into each one of the double crochets. So we'll do that. And then when you get to this space here, put in 2 double crochet, and this time only chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and put 1 into each of these doubles. So when you start a new section again, you'll chain 3 and then put 2 into the space here, 1 into each of all of these, 2 into the space, chain 3, and then 1 into each of these 2 here. Please do this around for round number 10. Finishing up number 10, I'm going to chain 3 and then double crochet into the last double crochet and then slip stitch it to the 3rd chain up. Let's begin number 11. Number 11, you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll give you the verbal set of instructions. You're going to put 2 into the first one, 1 into each of these, 2 into the next one, and then you are only going to chain a total of 2, and then you'll put 1 double crochet in each of these 2, chain 2, and then put 2 into this gap, 1 into each of all of these, 2 into the next gap here, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet in each of these 2 double crochet. Please do this all the way around for number 11. Finishing up number 11, chain 2, and then double crochet in the last double crochet, and then slip stitch to the top of the chain of the 3rd chain up. We're going to begin the final round, number 12, next. Number 12, as we begin, we need to slip stitch into the space first, and then chain 3, and that'll count as your first double crochet, and then double crochet again into that same space. And I'm going to explain what to do. So you're going to put in 1 double crochet in each of these, and in the space right here before the corner, you're going to put 2 double crochet into here. You'll chain 1 and then just jump into the next space and put 2 double crochet in here and then 1 into each of all of these. So we're no longer worrying about going into the edges of these 2 double crochets when we go to start. So you're putting 2 into the space before, chain 1, 2 into the space after, and then 1 into each of these along the sides. Please do this for number 12. Coming back around, I'm just going to chain 1 and I'm just going to join it to the top of the first chain 3. So you're going to fasten off this yarn and you will see it looks really cool. And in tutorial format, I noticed because we're in the preliminary stages, I made a mistake right here. So I just got to rip this all out and just refilm this section right here. But don't worry about it. Just get ready and we're going to do the flower next. Through the miracle of the internet, it's been fixed. So I went back, did everything, and now we're ready to go on with the flower. So remember with crochet, if you make a mistake, you know, to frog it out, yes, it feels inconvenient, but all of us do it, including people like myself. So without further ado, let's head on into the flower next. Okay, let's begin our first round of the flower, and we're going to build it on out. We're going to use the front loops only. Okay, and we're going to start with the very front loop of the first one that we had. So we're going to join the yarn. And we are going to chain 1 once it's joined, and then you're going to single crochet into that same one. So here we go. We're going to then put 2 half double crochets in the front loop only. So you're only using the front loops going forward for this. Then the next 4 in a row will each be our front loop double crochet. There will be 2 into each of those stitches. So there's 2 in the first, second, third, and fourth. Once that's in, then there's going to be 2 half double crochets in the next. And then there's just going to be 1 into the next single crochet and 1 into the next. So to restart the cycle again, you are going to put 1 into the next single crochet, and then in the next one there will be 2 half double crochets into the same one, and then over the next 4 stitches that you have, you're going to put in 2 double crochets each, then 2 halves, and then 1 single, and you'll do this for every petal going around. So I'm coming all the way around. The last one is a front post single crochet, and I'm going to join it to the first front post single crochet, and that completes that round. So you see it looks pretty cool. It's opening up, and let's begin the final round, number 2. Using the regular stitches, each petal is going to be the same. So you're going to chain 1 and you'll single crochet in the first. The next one here is 2 half double crochets in a row. Okay, so you got 1 and 2, and now the next 8 are all double crochet. We'll count those out together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was using the same stitch. There we go. And 8. And now the next 2 in a row are each going to be, oh shoot. Now the next 8 in a row are going to be each a double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we have 2 half double crochets in a row. And then finally a single crochet. So you're going to repeat that cycle. So you'll start off with the single crochet, 2 halves, 8 doubles, 2 halves, and then 1 single. Please do this on every petal going around. When you get back around, you're just finishing with the single crochet right beforehand, and then just slip stitch it to the first single crochet. And this is where you're going to end this, and you're going to weave in your tails, and your motif is completely done. So I'll have you do that off camera. What they're recommending to you is to pin this down to a foam board to the sizes that are mentioned on the pattern, and then you're just going to damp a cloth and just lay it flat and let it just absorb a little bit of water, and then take the cloth off and let it just naturally dry, and it'll be blocked and completely ready. Let's go over the quantities that you're going to need. So going back to the diagram here, you're going to need a total of 6 motifs, and there is 2 of one color, 2 of another, and then 1 and 1, and so that will give you the number 6 that you have. So you can be able to find this on the particular sample when you're doing this, and the color breakdown is available here just in case you need that as well. So please get these 6 done, and I'll see you next week as we begin to attach our motifs together. I'll see you next week, and have a good one.